Because I suck. So, um, well, okay. So it's kind of a weird story. So
Yeah.
basically, I've been on and off. Overwatch is a competitive shooter. Um, I think it is probably like at least now it's still it's my favorite. But I played starting back in Overwatch 1, and I was pretty bad. I think even until season 9, I didn't peak above plat.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was on and off different characters. I had no clue who I was gonna main, and all my experience came from watching old Stylos vids.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I'm here now. I by pure chance, um, okay, sorry, hang on. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So
Oh, yes, your time.
I went to Valorant for a couple years, um, and it's fun, but I I I don't know what it is. That game tilts me, man. I don't know what it is. It's good though, but anyway. So I'm here now, and I struggled for like years to like figure out a main. Like I was on and off so many people or so many characters, and then by chance, I've always had problems with mechanical aim. So by chance, I happened across Boger when he put out his Life Weaver video,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw he had like unranked gyms and like a couple tanks, and so I watched the Winston ones, and I'm like, dang, this is actually kind of swag, man. Let me try this, and then I just got hooked on Winston. So I've actually I got the Winston plush too, so
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice,
spent
nice, nice,
a
nice.
lot on that, but.
Very good, very good.
So yeah, I don't want to be a one trick, but it's basically just I want to be a tank player, but what I want to do is focus on really nailing down a couple characters like a hero pool, and then really nailing those down. My first one is currently Winston. So I've been recently playing off my main on my on an alt account just because I think it takes some pressure off, but also because I don't want to trash my main with one trick stats. Although my ult is higher than my main, so it's kind of funny.
What did you main before you went down the Winston pipeline?
Oh my god, I was on like so many different characters. I think I at the start of Overwatch 2 I made Sombra.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think like I can't remember exactly how this spanned out across the time period, but I think I alternated between like or at some point I pivoted between like Diva, like Junkrat, Ana, and there was one more. Uh, it was I think it was a DPS. I can't remember.
Okay, don't sweat it.
I think it was Soldier. I think I played Soldier for a while. But I just could not find a main for years. So
Sure, sure. Okay, and you settled on Winston from Boger. How's your stay been? Have you enjoyed
it's been
Winston?
great, honestly. I don't regret it. I think the character really suits me. I really like Dive. It's just Winston specifically. I find really fun, and I've peaked much higher than ever before. I've hit like I think I peaked Diamond 2 playing Winston only. So we'll
Nice.
better from gold, you know.
Right,
So
right. Okay, okay. And you suck, you say.
um, it's weird because hmm um I was half joking, but at the same time I'm not because I feel like I should. So I feel like I shouldn't like watching back my gameplay. I guess I have a bit of a hard time pointing out my own mistakes. So I look at it and I think, man, like if I can't even do that, I'm seriously like misunderstanding some stuff here.
Okay.
And I don't, even though I may do it in the moment, I don't want to blame teammates because that's just like a slippery slope to just
Yep.
forever being stuck.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I and the other, admittedly, the other bit of this is also partially ego. So I've been playing the 6v6 code in the
Yep.
server as well, and a lot of people there are higher ranked. And these motherfuckers always hard lock like hog, and I'm like, bro, I want to get good enough to shit on them so I can talk smack. But I know that's kind of petty, but you know,
Oh, it's
it's gamer
unbelievably
ego.
petty, but Roadhog, so they deserve it. So
Exactly what I'm saying.
it's more like community service is what it is. Um, there's some
Yep.
sort of irony in the 6v6 code, and people still lock in Roadhog, but I'll leave that one to the viewer.
No, I think it's kind of funny too. But I part of it is ego, part of it is pettiness, but also a large part of it is I just want to get higher rank.
Sure,
So
sure. Okay, so Winston main, what is your goal when you've officially checked Winston off the box, or are you gonna just keep grinding Winston until forever?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Winston only on this like on my ults, like, and I'm just gonna like use that as a test and like the
Yeah.
test to see how far I can take it. Once I get to, I want to say either top 500 is like masters, but I want to see if I can push it to GM maybe. Maybe
Okay.
that's kind of tough, but I want to see if once I hit like some milestone, like pretty like either top 500 or GM, then I'll probably pivot to some other characters. I'm thinking maybe it's Overwatch 2 5v5, so maybe not Diva, but I want to try a couple, maybe Doomfist. If not, maybe I pivot over to some of the other playstyle tanks, so maybe like Junker Queen or like put more effort into Sigma, you know, like
Sure.
that kind of thing. Broaden my
Sure.
pool a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I would try to give yourself a little bit more, or at least continually reevaluate what your goals are, because like I think as you improve, you're going to set the bar higher and higher and higher, and then you know, like when does it end, right? So just keep an eye on like
Right.
when am I going to allow myself to try something different. Now, if you just want a one-trick wins, and I think you could do a lot worse things, right? But I would just be a little more protective.
We could one trick Torbjorn.
Yeah, that's almost as arrestable as Roadhog. Okay, so 2 to 3 hours per day. Is that mostly just one tricking Winston in terms of Overwatch play?
Yeah, no, it's 100% one trick. I think the
100%.
only time I have played anything else recently was a couple times again playing the 6v6 code where I just swapped to Zarya because we had like Winston Ryan. I'm like, okay, this guy's not swapping, so I'll just play the off tank.
Okay. I would say, are you warming up with Primal Code?
Yes.
Good.
So I
How
actually
long?
had, what was his name? I had a session with G Fest, I think is his name.
Yes. Yeah, I remember
A few
G-Fest.
a few months ago. So I got the primal code from him.
Excellent.
I like to think my primal mechanics are pretty good, although I will give a spoiler, or I guess not a spoiler. This is a warning. This replay code was recorded this morning at 3 a.m. because for the past couple days, again, like I've been mostly playing the 6v6 code just because I don't want to get burned out on Overwatch 2 comp.
Yep.
Just timing how it worked out. But I was playing for the last couple days, like a couple hours between work and whatnot, and I could not get a good game for this session for like until 3 a.m. Like I swear to God, every game was just either super fast or had some thrower on my team or the other. It was
That's
so
fine.
bad.
Yeah,
I don't know
fine.
what it was.
No problem. Okay, so one trick Winston, warm up with Primal Code. I do that probably every day, even if just for 5 minutes, just to kind of get your brain.
I usually do it.
No,
I
go ahead.
usually do it for 15.
Oh, okay, great. I mean, if you ever feel like you don't feel like it in the day, then 2 or 3 minutes is fine. Like the big thing is like the warm up. It's not just about like the primal code. It's about like some sort of mechanically challenging task that's waking your brain up.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Like unironically, like like I wouldn't recommend it, but you could literally lock soldier and play like a quick play. I wouldn't do that, but any sort of like mentally challenging task is great. And if you can make it related to the character that you're playing and practicing an actual skill, like even better, right? Like even better.
Okay.
Okay. And then in terms of sleep, only 6 hours. Fill me in.
Yes, kind of. Okay, so basically, I know that the healthy amount is like 8, right?
Most
something?
people, it's right anywhere around 8. There is a bit of a spectrum, but the spectrum I think is tighter than people think it is.
It's well, I like to attribute it to work, but most of it is just I don't sleep very well all the time. Part of it can be attributed to a couple of things. I can name a couple. My cat is an annoying ass sometimes. He likes to
Kick your cat out.
He likes to wake me up at 5 in the morning.
Yep, kick your cat out. I have 2 cats as well. I love my cats to death. They're great. Very personality, love them to death.
They sleep outside in the room.
They sleep outside
of
the room. They sleep outside the
So
room.
the problem with me is my cat's food and water. It has to be in my room.
Oh, okay.
And even if I don't, if I keep him out, he'll meow at the door. So he's young, so
Okay.
it's whatever.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's part of it, and then another part of it is just work.
Okay. Okay. Do the best that you can. Like I think with sleep, marginal improvements is like it's worth your time. Like if you were to tell me like, oh, I've improved from 6 hours to 6.5 hours, like that adds up. That adds
Right.
up. Not just for your Overwatch performance, but just for health. So okay. Yeah. You feel like all three things are holding you back: mechanics, mentality, and understanding. Break it down. What about your mechanics? What about your mentality? What about your understanding? If you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. But I figured it'd be worth the shot.
Okay, so mechanics is a bit weird. I think I think my mechanics are actually solid. I'm not entirely. I think when I talk about mechanics holding me back, it's more so for um other characters. It's not as applicable to Winston. Basically I come from a history of just being really bad at mechanical aim. So other like characters actually require it a lot more, and Winston right click sometimes I'll whiff on.
Yeah.
Other mechanics though, I have that's not something I think that's something I have a better idea of where I screw up. I have this bad habit where I'll like the bunny hop you can do at the end of leap, like when you hit the ground, you press space.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. I pretty much muscle memory that every time, which like sometimes I'll do it when I don't intend to, and I like land on a ledge, but I bunny hop off it right into 5 player. I'm like, bro, are you fucking? And I'm like, bro, come on. So
How often does that
sometimes
happen?
some enough for me to be like, God damn it, like
Right.
it's noticeable. So I know about it. I work on it, but it's still a frustrating thing. The other thing is I think there's always room for improvement with primal mechanics, but
Of course.
I think for my rank, my primal mechanics are a bit above average. And I kind of noticed it, especially when playing against other Winstons. Like they'll kind of just flail in the open. I'm like,
Sure.
little blood sitting there.
Yeah.
I think, like I said before, I'm not great at picking up my own mistakes a lot of the time. Even when watching back my own replays, well, yeah, I think that's mostly it. Like sometimes I think things will go wrong, and I won't be able to, at least in the moment, I won't be able to pin them down. Why? Replay sometimes, like I said, sometimes I can't pin it down either.
How often do you try to pin it down, and when do you try to pin it down?
Typically, I like to think about it like when it happens. Like, okay, why did I die there? But
Okay.
sometimes, like a lot of the time, actually, I wouldn't even say a lot of the time. A majority of the time, I think I just can't come up with a great answer. I'm like, okay, well, this just
Okay.
happened. Like
Well,
sometimes they'll just have like a what is it? Like a mercy? No, not mercy. Like a life weaver, like brig pocketing each other. I can't do anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is.
Have you tried going back after the fact and evaluating?
Yeah, replay reviews. I've done it a few times, but I don't know. Like I do it as well for other games, and I just can't seem to grasp. Or
How often
I
did you
can't.
try, and how long did you try?
There was a period when I was picking up the character, so I was still around like plat level, where I was doing it like whenever I felt like there was a game that wasn't just a stomp, just a massive team diff. I felt like I did it almost every second game. But I picked up a few things from it, but it was much easier to point out mistakes when I was lower down, just because there's like obviously I'm a lot worse. There's a lot more mistakes being made.
Sure.
But now
Sure.
it's gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm. It's getting harder for me to really point or pin down like what's going bad. And then mental, I have a toxic mental. I'm just gonna lay it out. I have a toxic mental. It's not uncommon for me to think, bro, what are my teammates doing? And I know it's wrong, but I can't help it. It's just
Okay.
what it is.
I mean,
I try to work on it.
You can help it, but you're not at a point in time where you can fix it. Like that, right? Like anything that you're going to improve at it. Think about it this way: like, oh, I'm a bronze Winston, I can't help it. Yes, you can. Look at where you're at now. But how fast did that process? How many hours did that process come about? Right?
I think I can attribute a lot of it to Valorant. That game is so toxic. We've slinged
Okay.
a few slurs with others out there.
Yeah, so like that's my thing. Is like you have to put time into addressing it when it becomes an issue, right? Like when it's if it's disrupting your ability to improve, it's distracting your ability to improve. You got to look at like, okay, my mentality, or even things like when am I in voice, when do I leave voice, what are my habits when it comes to voice and things like that. Need to improve. Need to improve. Like at some point, it's going to be too much of a distraction. So it's like that's going to be kind of your challenge, if that makes sense.
Right.
So it's your call. Like how disruptive is it compared to other things that we can work on, and then even how would you work on it, right? Like, you know your situation. You know what tilts you more.
Okay, I have the idea. I will walk into Blizzard HQ, hold them at gunpoint until they delete Roadhog, Mercy, and Lifeweaver.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
That's great. That's great. Well, something in the short term, though. That's more of a long term.
Um, it's maybe just drink some water and like take a moment to process.
When?
When things happen that would probably tilt me. So say like we get team wiped or something, or like someone says like tank diff or something in chat.
When?
Like,
Are you just gonna stand up in the middle of the middle of the game and just like walk around?
no, like when there's a downtime, like either between fights or coming back from spawn.
So
Like,
you're gonna take a drink of water in the downtime from spawn.
not like that's not what I mean. Like when we're in kill cam or something, like I'll take a drink of water or just like slow down and like mentally process it. Like that's what I'm
mentally
more so
process
what I mean.
that you're being flamed.
No, like okay, so for if I'm being flamed, I don't need to mentally process that. I can just shut it out, right? Like just mute them,
Okay.
like mute
Okay.
text chat, whatever. If it's a matter of like me being tilted by like something like by the game itself, like that's more what I mean. Like take a moment to process, like okay, what actually happened there?
Okay.
Like what is the actual issue?
Okay. Okay. I mean that definitely can help. Oh, I want you to find what's a realistic, reasonable, actually useful habit to where I can actually process as much. It's like, when is a more productive time to maybe process? How about when the game's done? You know what I'm saying? What's your habits when the game's
but
done?
I think it's like the problem is that still in game I'll still have the issue. Like we'll have like a say on defender round we do really bad and then it reflects poorly on attacker round because
Sure.
my mental's just no longer there. Like that's more so where I
of
think
course.
it goes wrong.
But did you go into that game with any baggage, or did it just come fresh?
I typically don't tilt queue except for
Okay.
this morning. I was tilt queuing because I had to fish for a replay code. That was like the one exception.
Sure. So you don't tilt queue, so your process is, how do I deal with it in the moment?
Yeah, that's more it.
Okay, great. So let's try more of what you're going with then. I appreciate the amount of effort thinking that one through. Love it. Good luck.
Okay.
That's hard.
Yeah.
But maybe something along the lines of focus on this, instead focus on this, right?
Don't focus on the what, focus on the why.
Right. Or don't focus on, what's going wrong. You need to be asking yourself, what do I need to be practicing instead? Right? Don't just say stop tilting and say start focusing on what I need to be doing next fight. Easier said than done, but like that would help.
And yeah, there's like I understand there's also like a couple of times that it will just be out of my control. Yeah, like but I should probably like learn to just accept them for what they are. Dude, every Ana in this rank nano boost when you disengage, bro. I just gotta get that out of my system. Like what? Anyway,
Everyone has their pet peeve. You know what my pet peeve is? People don't press Q.
me as well, but I get irritated when
supports
they
don't
press
take
Q at the
space.
wrong. They press Q at like the wrong time. I swear to
Yeah.
God, every Ana, unless I comment, will just nano when I'm jumping out, and I'm like, are you serious?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I look forward to
peeve.
tearing you limb from limb. Send me a replay code.
Here you go. It's a game on Rialto. Now, like I said, it was at like 3 in the morning, so my mechanics were not the greatest. I'm aware of it. It's not my general mechanics. So it's a little grain of salt, I guess.
Sounds like a big clump of salt, frankly.
Sorry?
Sounds like a big clump
Oh.
of salt, honestly, but it's all right.
I don't remember much of this game. I'll have to... Sorry, hang on one second. It's coming through a little choppy on my side.
Sure.
I don't think I can change some stuff here. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to deal with it.
Can you still see?
I can see it, yeah. It's just really choppy.
Weird. It seems okay on mine. It will probably be on your end. I can try and turn down the
If the quality can... Are you able to do
I'll try and lower
60
the
F...
quality for you. Yeah. hang
Are
on.
you able to do 60 FPS even?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. I think that might be also playing a part.
Okay, so you'll need to like click on my profile picture, then click over because I restarted the entire Discord stream. So
Yeah, I'm back in it.
you back in? Any better?
Okay, that's much better.
Okay. This guy has to go 4K before he is allowed to VOD review. I see how it is. 4K,
Okay.
120 FPS. Do you need your
I just
3D
want to
glasses
see what's
too?
happening, man.
Okay. What does Winston do? What is the value of Winston, especially compared to other tanks? What do you
He
do?
jumps backline. He gets out
Why do you jump backline?
because you have a favorable 1v1 versus them opposed to tanks, and you get more. Well, not necessarily more value, but it's more so that just that you have the mobility to isolate targets,
Okay.
and when you or go after isolated targets as well, and your 1v1 potential against squishies is much higher than versus tanks. You basically can't 1v1 any tank except Zarya.
Yes. I mean, you can't really 1v1. You don't really 1v1ing any tank if you can avoid it. There's just better things to be doing. Now, if the backline is totally inaccessible and there's a good frontline trade bubble, it's pretty good. But yeah, your direct potential anyway in tanks is not all that great. The thing that makes Winston so strong is bubble. It's everything, because it's not only your ability to avoid damage, it's your ability to avoid cooldowns. In fact, that's what makes Winston special compared to other dive tanks like Doomfist, like Wrecking Ball, is that his bubble allows him to take engagements that those guys kind of struggle with. Those guys have much faster uptime, much better in, out, right? Winston can't do that.
But his uptime is more effective.
That's it, exactly, right? So it's like every time that you engage with Winston, the reason why this character is so hard is it's not good enough to have an okay engage. It has to be exceptional. It has to be exceptional. Think about it this way. You know, let's put it this, you go to those Olympics and they have like those guys that go up there and they have to run like the 100-meter dash, right?
Right.
You don't have to be keyed in for like more than 10 seconds, but you need to be perfect for 10 seconds, and that's it. Months, years, decades of training for 10 seconds. That's what Winston is in a microcosm compared to a lot of other tanks. You don't get the opportunity to go, oh, I messed up my bubble engage. That's okay. No, you're done. You're done. Neiman, you're done, kind of a thing, right? For 13 seconds, right? So you don't get the opportunity to make other mistakes. You either do it perfectly or you don't do it at all. So like right now, is this a perfect engage? And if so, why? And if not, why?
I think that this engage is good for a couple of reasons. First of all, my Genji is in. Now he's probably inting here, but the fact remains he's in. Both supports are here. Okay, the Roadhog is way forward. Well, I guess I can't really see it very well on the screen. He should be around that.
Yeah.
Oh, the screen close.
The thing is there a fight happening anywhere right now? Yes, that's it. Okay, so the timing is fine. That's all that you need to be is something happening elsewhere. Okay, so then the setup. What do you think about the setup, the positioning?
I'm starting from high ground. I can drop on them without jump, which means I can disengage like very quickly if anything goes wrong.
Okay.
I have the bubble to block sleep. I'm at very close to full HP, but I'm not at a massive risk of taking a lot of damage again because the Roadhog and the Junk are at different angles.
Yes.
So I think this is good.
I think this is good as well. There's a couple of little details here that need to be pointed out. Number one, when you don't have to use jump to engage, how does that change how you engage?
You can be a lot more risky because you don't have to play like as cover as much because you can just get out immediately.
Yeah, exactly. So you have not only the opportunity, but you have the responsibility to be a lot more aggressive because you lose the landing damage. You don't have landing damage right now. So you better darn well get good value out of this bubble, right? The other thing you have to do as well here is you have to consider the mechanics of your engage. And so many people forget this. They just drop backline, zap squishies to get out. Garbage. Right now, who should you be zapping and why?
So the Mercy and the Ana are right next to each other. I can zap both, but if I need to choose a priority, it's the Mercy. Reason being is the Mercy can because Beam goes through bubble, and because it auto aims, the Mercy is going to be able to out heal the damage I put onto the Ana.
Yep.
No matter what, whereas the Ana does not have nearly as easy a time healing up the Mercy.
So you're right and you're wrong. The problem with focusing the Mercy here is that it's a higher chance of a kill, but it totally screws up your bubble placement. Because where is the bubble important? Who is the bubble important for?
It's for the Ana.
It's for the Ana. So the problem here is you go Mercy, but you bubble this way. Why is this bubble bad? Very important question here. Where's your targets that you want to zap? Because you know where this Mercy's going.
Yeah, they're in front of me.
Where's this Mercy gonna fly in about 1 second?
Probably right behind the Ashe.
What's the problem with your bubble?
I can't chase her there.
You can't chase her. So you want your bubble either smack dab where you want to stay, or be willing to hold off in the bubble until you're committing to that position. So there's two ways of looking at this. One, you drop on the Ana and try to suck the Mercy in, and then if you can't, be happy with just staying on the Ana's cheeks for like 7 years. Right? You're not going to get the kill, but it's going to be a resource trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Or,
you
drop Mercy, but what are you really looking at here? You're zapping Mercy, but your eyes are here. You see what I'm saying?
Ana. Yeah.
And why are your eyes on Ana?
Because she can't like move out of the way as easily.
Well, you need to be watching her sleep dart and nade.
That too as well. But she does sleep right here.
But you need to see that is what I'm saying. This is another skill that you have with Diva, where you drop on a target, but you're shooting a target, but your eyes are on the thing that you need to matrix. So the reason why that's important is because if you drop Mercy and your eyes are on Ana, do you need to bubble right now?
I still think so because she sleeps right here. Like you can,
but she's not looking at you, and you could see that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You understand what I'm saying? Your eyes are on Ana. You're zapping Mercy. That's why you have forgivable mechanics, is so that you could do this. Okay? So you're zapping Mercy. Eyes are on Ana. I don't bubble. I bubble. And because I bubble now, I can bubble deeper while I'm pursuing Mercy. And a bubble that's literally 1 or 2 meters this way. So much more damage potential. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Because I could pursue the target better. Now, to simplify this entire process, I want you to put one of the most important skills that you can develop as Winston is treating every bubble as moving your queen in chess. It is you have so much flexibility with what you can do with that character, and so there's a lot of responsibility of what you do with it. When you drop here, do not turn your brain off and just zap. I want it to be strategic. I want you to bubble the second you need to, and not a second sooner or a second later. I want you to bubble precisely where you want to zap. I want you to decide if I'm going to go for Mercy, or am I going to go for Ashe, or am I going to go for Ana? Okay, if so, then how do I use it? Can I greed my bubble? When do I need? You understand what I'm saying? Do not turn your brain off on any aspect of this engage, because you've set it up to where everything is easy, but so you need to be getting full value. And see, even this here, this is terrible. Why?
Diana's now up in my face, and she can, I can't kill her.
Right.
She's basically gonna be farming ult charge off me, and then I'll be lower.
But more than that, because you're getting distraction value right now. 1, 2, 3. But why did you just eat nade?
No reason.
Right. Dance. I understand Ashe is scoped here, but you can dance this. You can dance this. Come on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So, you disengage at the perfect moment, right as the bubble breaks, before you take too much damage. There's no point sticking around.
And right as the freaking hog comes back, so.
Well, right, it's perfect. This disengage is perfect, but what you did with the damage, what you did with the bubble, not great. Could have been better. And this is the kind of complexity, when we're talking about mechanics with this character, that's the mechanics, right? Everyone talks about primal because it's sexy, or the alternate fire, but that's mechanics. Where do you bubble? When do you bubble? Where do you place the bubble? How am I dancing with the bubble? You have to be deliberate with that stuff. All that being said, nice timing, nice setup. That's your bread and butter. If you can check those boxes, then we can start thinking about mechanics. Please stop taking damage. I'm begging.
I'm just...
Why did you bubble off this Roadhog?
Why didn't I?
Why did you?
The reason being is we're taking just a lot of poke, so I want us to be able to push forward without having to risk getting picked off super easily, so we can pursue the kill on this hog.
Who's poking you?
The Ashe, the Ana.
How do you stop them from poking your backline?
You go on them, but I think my issue here is I'm too low HP, so I can't sufficiently.
Why were you too low HP?
Because we were chunking the Roadhog. I think I.
No. Go back. Why were you too low HP?
Oh, because we got poked by the Ashe here.
Okay, so that's the problem. You understand? So that's the problem, right there. You understand?
Yep.
So actually, I don't hate this. If there's a tank overextended and you cannot go for backline for whatever reason, this is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's not terrible. But I don't want that to be seen as a solution. That's more of a band-aid.
Right.
You screwed up badly, but at least you got a little bit of value. Okay? Optionally, or optimally, excuse me, what should you have done differently here?
I could have waited. If I hid closer, like behind cover, got healed up, I could have gone on in full HP.
Even just here, just even your heal passive, right? Heal passive does the job here. Heal passive, 3, 2, 1, walk, jump, probably better. You might have also been able to use underneath as well for staging as well.
Yeah, it's probably better than high ground because can't see me for as long.
Yep, the angle that she had really denied that. Okay.
Do you hate this map like I do, honestly?
It's
really
fine.
random question.
It's tolerable. It's really awkward at moments, but it's also really good at moments. So
I just don't like the hit scan angles here. But
yeah, I mean it's tough for sure. Thoughts?
She's alone. Go. Bubbles online. We go.
I'm going to check your mechanics here. When should you be bubbling?
I think okay, so if we want to get literal here, I think I should have bunny hopped backwards, like kind of juked her out a bit and played the statue, and then bubbled a bit closer, like closer to her LOS to main, just so that like oh my goodness, just so I have a more position I can play with while still blocking the hook.
Okay, sure. But whatever the case needs to be, the bubble needs to come out now, right? You're on the target.
I'm on the target. She's gonna sleep. Yeah.
She's gonna sleep you. You should have been slapped.
Did that hit the bubble? I can't remember. I can't tell from the
I'll show
video
you.
there.
Nope. She is inside bubble. You see it? Mechanics. You get me? And again, the nade hits too, right? Nade hitting is not the end of the world. There are worse things to be hit by than nade. At least as a Winston, right? Sleep's a lot worse, but still. Nice.
I don't know. Like,
go ahead.
Junk moment. Just junk moment.
It's fine. Okay. What do you got? First off, I don't know why you're waiting here.
Just because I don't want to go in when there's like 4 people all set up there, especially when I have to commit my jump. Like I don't know what.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just saying like because they have the what is it? The junk. I know he's coming back from spawn, but he's already in the bridge right there. The problem is that I'll take so much damage if I commit jump and bubble here on bridge with like 3 people looking at me. I'm just gonna die.
Will you?
I think so, yeah. From experience, I would.
If I said you have to make this jump here right now, this fight starting. Let's say even before the Ana dies. 3, 2, 1. How would you jump? With the information you have right now.
I'll probably jump deep right, just so like I can land on the Ana and then with the bubble, if they chase me, I can go up the stairs.
Yeah. And even if they were still on Roadhog here, it's very difficult for them to chase this far to punish you. You understand? You're jumping away from your counter. You get what I'm saying? Like with an like you're already saying like, oh, I'm gonna disengage this way as well. Great, totally fine.
Yeah, I just look at this and I see it still as like, oh, I'm just gonna blow up here because there's like 3, like before the Ana dies, there's gonna be like 3 people like looking at me, and it's just okay. Well, this is not gonna end well.
Maybe
like the Ana die. Like part of the reason that I think that engage works is because the Ana's low HP. But if she just like W keys and then lands the sleep, like it's like she can nade herself to like survive long enough to just charge through bubble, and there I'm forced to dance, get lasered out, and I can't fall back, or else I get slept. So I think it's just.
Of course you can. Of course you can. That if she has nade and she's gonna W key through that, then just bubble differently, jump differently. You talked about jumping back here. Very difficult for her to be able to land the sleep dart there if you dance that properly. Very difficult. And the further that she chases, the further away from the choke she gets, the more out of position she gets.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you always have to commit jump on the engages. Obviously, if you can avoid it many times, it's great. But I'm saying here, like, I don't want you to just write these engages off. I want you to start unpacking how you're approaching fights as ways to make impossible jumps actually possible.
Okay.
Whether it's the use of your cover, when you're bubbling, where you're bubbling, who you're jumping, when you're jumping. Same kind of thing that we talked about in the previous engage. In addition to that here, where should this jump be? Well, first off, should you bubble this?
LOS is the Ana, and
Ana's
okay.
dead, or should be
No,
dead.
no, she's alive. She got rezzed.
She's alive. Okay, so then again, you're LOSing the Ana with this, but with using your bubble now, what can you no longer safely do? Let's pretend that your Echo didn't copy.
Means I can no longer safely engage, but if that's the cost of getting this Mercy, I think that's enough value that we can that's fine. Like I can just drop here, like tase the junk a bit and jump out because I still have the junk. Like here I whiff the jump,
fine.
but we still get out just fine.
Sure.
So I think we get enough value out of that it's worth.
Seems fine. Let's keep going. What's the problem? It's mechanics again, hint.
Yeah. I don't know how I get trapped here. Like how
He throws
happens
it.
so
He
fast.
throws it.
I know
You get-
it throws it, but it happens so fast. Like
Yeah, you just strafed
Oh, wow.
into it. It's the bubble again. You see it? You see it? As soon as you turn this corner, when should you bubble?
probably even earlier than this.
Probably even earlier than this. It has to be now. So by the time you bubble, he's already walked inside bubble. He would have actually hit the trap off of the outside of the bubble and it would have failed.
Yeah.
Even just blocking a little bit of damage was then allow you to strafe this way, and then you could actually start to bubble dance. Again, it's the bubble placement. You notice that? It's the bubble placement. I don't hate what you're doing here. Just needed bubble placement. Winston's all about those mechanics and nobody talks about, right? Everyone wants to talk about primal and alt fire like we said, but a lot of it is accurately zapping, accurately jumping, and then accurately placing your bubble. So much of this character.
Gotcha.
You seeing that?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's ignore that for a minute.
Chill for our Echo. And then I want to see you take some space here.
This is probably the part I hate the most, is trying to take space
Solve it.
here.
Solve it. Solve it.
You just jump higher, like jump the junk here.
Too
That's
far, you
the-
won't make it.
Or sorry, the Ana's
get
on the right side. The Ana's on the right side.
You'll get destroyed on that cross. You're gonna get destroyed in this cross.
So you can jump stairs, maybe?
Right? Why? What does this do?
It's got cover, puts pressure on them. Because the threat of me like coming around and now jumping
Sure.
from an off
Can you
angle
get
is...
can you get supported from here?
Yeah, I'm still in LOS of the Ana.
You solved it. Nice job. I mean, this isn't terrible, but I actually think I like that better than this better than what you did here. Because here it's like you're not taking any damage, and then now you can choose. What do I want to do? Do I want to scout here? Do I want to go back main, hug this, and then jump this way?
Yeah,
right? You see that?
I think that is the better play.
Because you're like,
than what I do here.
right? You're
Here
like,
they're so far.
they're just so far. They're just so far. Right. Telling you, this is why this character is hard. It's situations like that. You know what you want to do, but you don't know how to do it. I ask you in the VOD review, how should you approach this engage? You came up with a solution. This is what you need to be VOD reviewing. Two things. How am I using my bubble? When am I using my bubble? How could I min-max my bubble placement to maximize value? And then number two, how do I approach this engagement for better value? Like right now, what should you do?
Where are people in? So they're still in the same position. I think. Okay, given the fact that my Echo is engaged on their monkey right now, I think, and that like their enemy team is looking at the Echo, I think it's fine to jump up here now. And if I need
agree.
to, I can just drop because no one else is gonna shoot me.
I agree. So this is all in the bubble placement. Let's see. Frick.
I go low, yeah.
Frick.
Some Mercy drops.
You needed to get there. I think you're chasing the Mercy a little bit too much. I think the strategy with Mercy is always try to pull the Mercy towards you instead of chasing the Mercy around. You're never going to be able to keep up with her. It's just not. That's not enough.
Yeah.
You see this? This is rough. You may or may not get the kill, but in the meantime, this Ashe has just been rain and fire, right? Like you could pull the Mercy to you and bubble off all this crap here, and then focus the Mercy with Primal afterwards. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's a little bit of a micro focus for you, where I don't dislike shooting Mercy, but it really has to be set up a little bit more strategically than what you're doing right now. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this guy's doing something.
Just flailing his arms.
Mm-hmm. You are obsessed with Mercy.
This character sucks. I want to get
You're
her off.
obsessed with Mercy, man. You cannot kill her. You cannot kill her. Like the verticality, super jump alone will ruin you. Okay. Not to mention Valk. If you want to kill Mercy, jump the Ashe, jump the Ana, and deal with the consequences. Then if Mercy does not peel, you have an isolated target, you can kill it. If Mercy does peel, you've pulled the Mercy towards you, and you've put her GA on cooldown. You get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Disaster. I don't think it necessarily would have changed the result of that fight, but I'm pretending that it would have to emphasize my point. It's called bad faith coaching. Good results, bad faith. If you'd done that, you would be GM, you know? This was the GM game. You didn't even realize it yet. There's like a 1% chance that like the matchmaker guy's gonna be looking at your, gonna look at your game and be like, yo, this guy deserves GM, and just like give it to you. And this was it. You know, I have the connections, I know.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. What do you do?
They're playing further back. I could, and I see the Ashe shooting from that window. I can probably jump up, not to that window, but up here, like kind of this high ground here that I jumped, or I was trying to jump last fight. I think I can jump up here because less people are looking at it. Also, like,
sure,
to go for the res, like we might as well go there.
Once again, you get smoked. You see that? You get smoked from behind with the Cassidy.
I don't think I could have known he was there though. Like he wasn't.
Oh, of course
doing
you could have
anything.
known he was there. Of course you could have known.
Well, he wasn't doing anything though. He's just kind of sitting there.
You could see him peek. You could see him peek, right? And even if you do, you still have to be like you, right? And you still. So then, with another thing you could do here is you could also just jump here, and then either jump from here or tuck this way once you have a little bit more information. You don't have to rush it right now. You don't have to rush it right now. Yeah, you're not even allowed to stay there. But yeah, it's fine. I think skipping steps there was totally fine given how close you were. Frick?
Just a little goof.
Just a little goof. Thank you.
Even the best do it, you know?
Yeah, even the best. Well, it was a good jump, just a bad bubble.
Yeah, just I bubbled way too late, or I held it for so long.
Yeah. Now you do save it.
I should have even like bubbled before the landing, but like she gets out anyway, so I guess now that I have it, it's fine.
All right, this is it right here. We all know what you're gonna do. We all know where you're gonna go. Let's make it pretty. I would say no. Let's just see what you do.
I wish I tabbed. I can't remember if I tabbed in game here because I do know the Malgas here.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't commit too hard.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So let's coach the mechanics here. What do you think?
This is fine. I bubble here and I like b-hop back, so it's like she's gonna be outside the bubble if she tries to sleep me right here, and then I can walk backwards, be on the other side of the bubble, and then she just really
it's actually kind of false though. She jumps backwards, and that's the only reason she gets knocked outside the bubble. She could have easily walked in the bubble and slept you here. My point being is here, respectfully, this is once again a situation where it's actually your bubble placement and timing is okay-ish, but the problem is you're focusing Mercy again. You need to give the CC the priority over Mercy. I don't care if that's Cassidy. I don't care if it's Ana. Heck, I don't even care if it's Discord with Zen. I know it's not technically a CC, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is because if she walks in here and nades or sleeps you, you're dead. You're dead. Again, she will come. And honestly, even like the cleave thing, like you know you're not going to kill this Mercy. There's zero chance that she dies, right? And so why not give... What would I do there? Why not get two-man cleave? I went backwards. Why not get two-man cleave? You get what I'm saying? Just something to consider. I think in general, like your priority over Mercy is costing you some HP. It's costing you your life, and it's even costing you kills. Okay. Where should you go?
I think I should wrap around the right side here, go the high ground. If they push out here, I can drop on them.
You got it.
So I hold the choke.
I mean, it's just to avoid this crap, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't even get cardiac with that, so now you have to fully disengage. But yeah, it's shocking how smart you are when I ask you questions.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah. No passive-aggressive there. I'm instead implying that you need to be incorporating this more into your review. Okay. If you want to review, this is what you need to be reviewing. Not your either your bubble placement or how you're setting up. See, you notice it here. This is what I'm talking about in terms of mechanics.
Yeah, this is way better.
This is way better, right? So you land, full eyes, you get your combo, you zap, you zap, you zap, you zap. You pull the Mercy in towards you, who takes damage. And if you were to kill Mercy, that's where you could. Now we can cook this Mercy because not only have you done
GA.
There's no GA. You've done chip damage to her already, and then you have your jump reset. So I like staying on the Ana here, but do you see how like this is so lose-lose for this Mercy?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I fucking blow Primal because I thought the more their team was alive. I just bad for me, but
it's fine.
That's what it is.
It's fine. It's fine. We can point and laugh because it's you, but
I'd rather use it than hold it for 5 minutes.
Yep, so. I'm okay with that. Good luck playing Winston here.
Yeah, this is where
you're gonna have to be a flanker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't
even think it was bad. I just didn't see the trap. Like that was.
I don't love it because I don't. Well, okay, your team is kind of pushed out for 4. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I take it back.
I think it takes away an angle, and I cleave 2 for ult charge. Like that's,
yeah. I agree. The reason I didn't like this initially is because I thought that they were back here, but they're not. This fight is actually starting. So yeah, it's the trap that kills you here. Yeah, it's the trap that kills you. Okay, let's keep going.
Silly character.
You scared me for a second there. I thought you had given up.
No.
I'm like, I see this, and I'm like, all right, well, okay, well, no, don't jump. Okay, just chill. This is probably Fine's a little risky, but
the team is like,
team's
still coming back up like mostly, so we'll just get a going later.
Yeah, this is fine. One day, okay. Don't peek this. Just chill. Wait for jump. And frankly, how should you approach this one here?
I think I need to like jump. Like I needed to play this room on the left. Just because if I go in with jump, I'm just cooked no matter what. They just have so much damage output, and Maga can do it from range.
So you either need to set up your angle here, or you need to just go crazy, just all the way in, die, but you're going to get the best jump, best engage possible, right? And just pray that your team wins.
I think the other only option is I jump so far, like I jump this corner that the Ana's playing, just so that the others can't shoot me. Like that's the only other option.
You would roof jump. You would jump up here, you'd slide, and you'd land here.
Yeah.
And that would give you like a second or 2 on your jump as well. This is not good, though. This is not good. I agree with you. It's either the room or that. This is not terrible, but it's not good enough. Could be worse. At least you did get on a squishy, but yeah, it's not great.
This we're just cooked.
I mean, it's fights.
This fight's lost. Yeah. Might as well farm out charge. Wait, what?
Hey.
I don't remember this.
Oh, Death Blossom. Okay, well, let's take it with full seriousness here, because apparently this fight is winnable. Jumping away. Much more focus. Again, the focus on the Ana. I'm just so thankful to see it. Bless you. The dancing is good.
I didn't sneeze.
The covers used. The covers. Hilarious.
I had to. Okay.
You pull the Mercy into the Ana, and then allows the Reaper to get all the kills of the Death Blossom, and then your Hanzo does a little poppy to pop moment. Okay, it's fine. Careful. I still think you need to play this fight slow. I think you need to try and buy as much time as you can, and honestly, maybe even consider disengaging. This is like I know you have to touch cart. Okay, so time out. I'm interrupting you. I'm doing what a coach never should do. Okay. I don't mind this. I just would like if you could wait, can you wait literally 1 second before you do this? I know it's overtime, but can you just wait 1 second? Get your tracer to here and then do it. Just something, because they're all gonna turn on you and you're gonna melt. And I know you have to do something. You can't just stay here forever. But I think given the enemy team's position, I think you can stay here for half a second, right? If you can get these guys, because even just getting these guys to walk here means that when you jump, it's harder for them to punish you. You understand?
Right, yeah.
Just create the gap between your counters. If the Roadhog or Malga's sitting back here, you don't even need to jump backline to get value, right? But make them walk first. So I like this. I like the bubble. I like the dance. It's good. It's great cleave. You might even live this. Yeah, it was good. It was really not a bad jump. You should feel very proud about the jump. Just wait a teeny bit, right?
I get it.
That being said, beautiful jump. I mean, it was a great jump.
I was like that.
It's great.
I know this like probably sounds like a bit of ego, but that's more like I feel like I do that more often when I'm not playing at like 2 in the morning or something. But
yeah.
I don't really have a replay for that. So.
Well, I guess my point being is that when you're tired, you're going to be more likely to make mistakes, but it also can demonstrate some of the habits that you fall into when you're not fully focused. And we want all of your habits to be perfect.
Yeah,
right?
so that probably ironically makes this better for this.
Yeah, in many ways. Yeah, in many ways. I won't overcoach your mechanics, or if you were to like jump off the map or do something like really brain dead, I wouldn't worry about that. But if you're doing something consistently, then that is a problem. That jump, that bubble, actually the last couple of bubbles, ironically, have been some of the best that we've seen. End of second, into third, some of the best engages, some of the best bubbles that we've seen. Because you're very deliberate with keeping your eyes on the target, bubbling, and dancing. Your setups could still be better, but the actual execution of the bubble has been the best. Okay. Any questions so far?
No, this is good. I think I goofed here. Like at the start of this round, I'm supposed to like when you play this ledge here, you can bubble like 3 seconds before the round starts, get some right click damage, and then before they walk out, you have bubble again. But I just missed it, so I just lose some ult charge.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't like I said, I don't care about this if there's like a reason behind it, you know.
Well, there was no reason. I think it was distracted by something else or something. I don't remember.
Okay. See, this is good. If you're gonna go for Mercy, this is what it needs to look like, right? Walk, force GA, pursue, right?
Yeah.
Walk, force GA, pursue. Now you could also take this opportunity to pivot onto the Ana. You see that, and then bubble off this Ana. But I don't hate this. And I don't hate the bubble. In fact, I think the bubble probably should have been a little sooner.
Yeah, because I could get slept here.
Right? Or just damaged. Just people are shooting you right now, so you need to bubble.
And
Yeah. Right. Like that's the key thing. But I don't think the approach or the setup was inappropriate. Again, it comes down to your bubble mechanics. Freaking Grandma's got hands.
You try to contest, but it just perceivably does not go well. You just can't stop this. Was that the guy who was playing Echo earlier?
I think so. Yeah, he's had a bad time.
You had a bad day. You better log off.
You can also not sing in reviews. That's an option too. It's up to you.
Okay, well.
Yeah. It's your hour. You paid for it, I guess. Okay, setup time.
Is it wrong to feel a little jovial sometimes?
Yeah,
okay,
it is. Sorry. This is Overwatch here. Okay. Setup time. Setup.
No happiness allowed.
What do you think? You have information. What do you do with this information?
Top left.
Top left. Yep. Top left. Yep. Or even this. I actually don't even hate this.
Yeah, like
right?
you can even walk out here because the far is poking from there. I think.
Yeah. This is fine. So you greed your jump here, which is cheeky. And if you're gonna greed your jump here, what do you need to do?
I need to be good as hell with my bubble.
You need to get on her cheeks, man. You need to land on her head and bubble perfectly, right? This is not terrible, but I think it's obviously like a little bit conservative. I know it's hard, but that's just when you lock eyes with the Ana and you watch your hitbox like a hawk so that you can reactively bubble, right? You have to develop this skill here. That being said, you do a pretty good job dancing and anticipating the Malga peel, and it works. Not bad. Pretty good setup.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. You read the situation, you wrapped around Malga, got access to backline. Even forcing the Ana to disengage like that was good. Please turn around. Okay, I was like, I appreciate you taking your flank there, but I was like, you just stared at a wall. Yes. I mean, this is good. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything.
Just sit AFK.
They're just sitting AFK, so, you know, all right, sure. Yeah, this is fine.
I don't think I was expecting her to be there at that point.
Yeah, and it sucks, too, because, like, again, it's like, crap, you know, and so then your bubble is really late, which then means that you're, like, terrified of sleep dart. Honestly, here, I wouldn't even hate you just, like, staying.
That's
You
I
know?
don't even if I get slept, I don't think I get punished
That's
here,
what I'm
'cause
saying. That's what I'm saying. So your
Yeah.
bubble's late, but honestly, I think dropping here's the mistake. Like, force the Mercy to come back. Like, you have Primal, you're fine.
Especially now that the Curie is there, like the Curie TP'd into me. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I can live this.
I think you giving up that space was a mistake. But I will say again, because it is the theme of this review, what the frick, man? Like the bubble, expect the unexpected, you know?
That was on a jump scare.
It's just like one of those bubbles where it's just not gonna take any damage. Like it might literally take 0 damage, that bubble.
No.
Nice. Nice. I think here. Okay, so you coach yourself here. What do you think?
I could probably. The problem is that Ana can just drop, and I can't commit past that point. So
Who cares?
I think here,
Get her off. You know? Get down to the nitty gritty here. How would you approach this engagement from right now? I have a very specific vision in my head. Now I know I'm literally the Mozart
jump
of
Ana,
approaches.
knock her down,
Yes,
and then
yes.
zap the Ashe because she.
But you
has no
don't have.
heals.
But you don't have jump right now. So what should you do?
Like straight back behind this corner. Like
Yes.
avoid some damage
Yes.
and then jump in. Yeah.
Then jump in deep on the Ana. Force her to drop. If she drops, turn on the Ashe. Ashe dies. If they all drop, then you just chill, wait for your next bubble, or just wait for an opportunity to go in hard, and they're cooked. This fight's over. They've lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's perfect. Really good. You know this stuff. You know it. You could break it down. So I'm tired of hearing this. Oh, I don't know how to VOD review myself. Screw off. This is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. So it's like, this is like fine, but it's not near as good as it could have been, is the way I like to look at that. Like there could have been more damage there, more resources, more threat. But the setup, good. Setup is good. We're breaking things down into setup in terms of how you're positioning or how you're setting up for your jump, your engage, your pressure. And then the mechanics, right? Who am I targeting? Where, when am I bubbling? That kind of a thing. And also like right now, stop looking at your Ana like some like homeless dog. Like please heal me on it. You're fine. You're fine. You're going to get healed from the passive heal. Take one shot and then set up for your next engage. You don't need it. You're going to start healing yourself right now. There it is. You see it? Go.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Set up. And then where would you go to with the information that you have? Obviously.
Go deep in the backline because their team is
Go deep in the
committing with
backline.
Bob.
And guess what? You can go for Ana, or I'll even let you go for Mercy here. Because you could drop Zap, Mercy, Force, GA, Pursue with Bubble and Primal. I don't care.
Yeah.
Your choice. Holy crap, you are not real.
Yeah, I was very slow here.
You're just phase taking Bob. And like, oh, look at your poor Ana. Like your poor Ana just wants to like look at this. She's gonna die because of you. It's your fault. It's your freaking fault. It's all this backline stress is your freaking fault. Okay, let's see the actual engage. So the setup here started good, then went terrible. Bubble's much better though. Now that was almost making up for what we've seen in the previous 5-10 seconds. That was good. You see that? Where has that been? Where has that been this whole game? You were dialed in. And then you set up right back on the high ground.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
now we lock in. We lock in.
Now we lock in. Nice job. Now, obviously, you let them get rezzed, but that's tricky. You would have taken Primal to prevent it. Was that worth it? Yes, no.
Maga's there. And
Yeah,
it's
okay. It's okay. We're staged for another engage, and we've got a decent amount of HP.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful. Now, that bubble was also intended for Ana, I think. Yeah, it was intended for Ana.
Yeah?
So you saw, you're looking at Ana
Was
Ashen,
it?
so you turn bubble, but then you
Yeah.
turn, and then you pursue, and then she dies, and then you just cook. All right, Fearless,
No,
let's go. Oh no.
No, unfortunately, I got trapped.
That's okay.
Oh, well, we
That's
still
okay.
kill
This
him.
is good. This is great. Nice. Good job. You just scared my cat. My cat just jumped when I slammed the desk, so it's all your fault. It's too good of a play. Sorry, Mari.
Okay.
Okay, set up. I think this is fine. Let's skip forward a little bit here. I mean, even this here. I actually don't even know if you needed to bubble this here. What do you think?
I think if he pops Cardiac, I think the bubble is good because it means he
I
needs
agree.
to hard.
I
think-
agree. But where do you go right now before he pops Cardiac? First thing.
Probably hug the corner so he has to peek out more.
Hug the corner. So then if he has to pop Cardiac, he actually has to peek your team. You see that? That's the difference here.
Yeah.
The problem here is you bubble Cardiac, but again, you're not really dancing Cardiac well because of like, look at where he is and look at where you are. Like again, this bubble's bad. And then also he doesn't have to actually peek your team and die for using Cardiac. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it the bubble bad or is the positioning or tucking bad? Yes,
I think the
both.
bubble was good because the Ana's pocketing him. So you
The
can't do that
idea
in
of the bubble was good,
Yeah.
but the placement was bad because again, you were taking damage inside of the bubble.
Yeah.
So yes,
yeah.
I agree. Once again, I asked you, what did you do? You said you tuck behind the corner, and I'm like, yes. There you go. It's not a good cooldown trade. Not a good cooldown trade at all.
What sleep does to someone.
Yes, exactly. Yes, tuck, chill. Probably didn't even need to drop here. Probably just tuck and then drop that way. I think that would be a little bit more efficient. But the initial start here is fine. Yes. It was fine.
Unfortunately, we just get cooked, but...
Yeah, it was fine. The problem was just that you took you too long to do it because you tried to wrap instead of just dropping here. You tuck from the Malga and then drop here. This fight's totally different.
Yeah, if I was zapping her from stairs, that'd be a lot better.
Because I think on a Mercy maybe die there. Maybe. I don't know if this fight's winnable, but it's much more winnable.
You at least get more ult value / ultra.
Again, map problems. Yeah.
Far a little silly.
Yeah, it's a little cheeky there. Maybe needed to bubble a little sooner with a pincer from behind. Yes. Yes, but yes. Yeah, thank you. Ana. Pull the peel, dodge the slam, and then disengage. Now. I would not hesitate to jump back to my team there, just because there really is no high ground or flank for you to live on back here, right? I like the idea of trying to hold the angle and not going back to your team. I just don't know if it's possible here. I mean, maybe it is. Like, you did disengage well here, so maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe it's okay. But yeah, nice jump. Nice jump, though. That setup on the Ana and Mercy was really good. It's good. It feels like the harder the map is, the more you lock in and the better you play.
Yeah.
It's almost like you rise to the challenge, you know?
Unless the map's Queen Street. That one I just have a bad...
I mean, yeah, but even Queen Street's super broad, right? So you can go really wide, right? Yeah, there's not a lot of verticality, but it's very easy for you to traverse long distances, so...
So sad I hate that map, considering it's the one Canadian one. Oh,
yeah,
well.
that's fine. That's fine. Canadians hate themselves, so...
Whoa!
Par for the course.
Not wrong, but...
Okay. I think you can cook here. I think you can cook. You have Primal. I want us to connect. Mental connect. I want you to cook. Our cerebrals cerebrum, cerebellum.
You're just going, are you thinking what I'm thinking, basically?
Yes. Yeah, but I'm doing it in so many inconvenient words.
Okay.
Come on, cook.
You want me to jump? Can I guess what you want me to do? You want me to jump over this roof on the Zen and just primal him?
Yes, just blind jump. Total blind jump. You know their comp. You know where junk is. Blind jump up and over as they're walking and just see what's here. The Zen might not be here, but you could pursue from behind, and you could even pursue from behind here. I think it's worth it with Primal. I think it's worth it. Especially as soon as you see Malga here, get out of here. Just go. Up and over. Because you can't really stuff a choke all that well with Winston, you know? But you can't avoid the choke. Like, I appreciate what you're trying to do here. I just don't think it's going to work. You need to avoid him entirely, and that's where you use, like, the roof jump. Because, heck, even the roof will give you an extra second or two in your jump, right?
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Unfortunately, we get caged. Just what it is.
Yeah, see, I knew it. See, you should have cooked. You should have let me in your ring.
I should have cooked. I said I burned the kitchen.
That's right. Actually, you didn't cook at all.
All right, yeah. I made a ham and cheese sandwich, but it's like with that like kind of weird grainy bread that no one likes.
Yeah, like Ezekiel bread is what it is. Yeah. You made like or you made a hot pocket in the microwave and somehow burned down the kitchen. Like, it was the easiest thing ever. You just didn't do anything and you still burned it down. You needed to go like 5-course meal for this to work. I don't mind this. Just kind of chill, get some information. You hear Malga, rat flank. Yeah, this is good. Good bubble as well, because, I mean, maybe you could have greeted that a tiny bit more, but I think it's pretty important to block that Discord at the initial. So
I hate to play that cover close anyway, because I'm not going to just on me. He's not like... Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
And he ends up dying because our Tracer's the GOAT.
At least somebody's doing something.
What the fuck? Okay. And then this was just the end of the game.
Again, it's kind of funny how, like, the worse the circumstance, the harder you think and the better you play in terms of your setting up.
I do agree. I think that's why, like, even when I'm like, man, I really gotta swap, they're on like hard counters. I still prefer to like not, just because you play into them and then you get
One of the best
you
games I
think
ever
more.
played on Winston was on Oasis University into Roadhog Bastion and Reaper, a map with like almost zero verticality.
Dude,
Um,
okay, I'm not even joking. I've been around the coach, like getting coaching around the sphere, even like from other sources. I had an Emong, like one of his like free like
yeah,
kind of coaching videos he
yeah,
does.
yeah,
I
yeah.
played that on Oasis University. It was against like a Doomfist, Reaper, Bastion, something like that on university, and
Yep.
I don't know what it is. I like something snapped in me. Like someone whispered my Winter Soldier code words. I just activated that game. And I was like, okay, I locked the hell in, and like
Yeah,
on
yeah,
university, and
yeah.
and then we got City Center, and I did nothing. It was really sad.
Yeah, yeah, that was me. I literally lost the game in City Center, and they weren't even playing counters anymore. It was embarrassing. Okay, what do you need to
Oh.
work on? We talked about really just two things. What were those two things?
Bubbles
Bubble what?
and
Be specific. Don't just say, I need to practice my bubbles. It's so lame. We need to work on
bubble placement, bubble
placement.
timing. I need to bubble
Be
like maybe a little bit
precise.
earlier a lot of the time.
When and
And
how and who you are bubbling.
yeah,
Give
who like
it
focus
your
the
full
pay attention to the
attention.
CC.
Give it your full attention, right? Like it's so important
Yeah.
to be very precise with it. Okay, what else?
And then the other thing was, what was it? Being more active on my setups, like less like sitting around farting, doing nothing, basically.
Yep, it's the setup phase and then the actual execution. That's the key thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk a little bit about like alt fire and primals, but I think those are like mostly fine. It wouldn't worry as much about it, but it really comes down to like setting up your engages.
I don't think that game really showcases it, but I think I think my primals are okay.
Yeah,
I think when I reached I think once you've had a point where you can like we can juggle a Valk Mercy, I think you've made it, and I did that once. And I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
good.
okay.
I'm
You
like,
want me to
okay,
clap
I'm
or,
good. Huh?
Like, what's? Well, you want me to clap or like what? What's the deal?
It couldn't hurt.
Okay, well, I can't quite
Okay,
put my
no, I'm
hands
just
together right
no,
now, so I'm busy
I'm just
working. You wouldn't get
no,
it.
I'm just joking. But no, I think that's fine. I think you're right on where I need work.
One
And I
one
do
tiny
need work.
detail as well. Tiny detail. Keep an eye on unearned mercy focus. Pull her to you,
Right,
and
yeah.
or force her GA without bubble, then pursue. That's like otherwise you just can't kill her. You just can't kill her. You saw how much better your engages looked when you started focusing like on Ash and so on, and then pulling the mercy
Yeah.
towards you, and then either you would kill the target anyway, or it was just a resource trade. Like you may not kill the mercy, but hey, you're gonna get a lot more resources and you're gonna live a lot longer because you're gonna have your eyes on your threats and you're gonna be pulling people out of a position more. So
Right. Yeah.
okay,
Of course.
any questions?
Um. Just trying to think here. So I did have something, but I forgot what it was.
That's fine. That's fine. If you don't remember it, you can just message me when you remember it.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.